Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's a good day to be in ruler of India these days, but there is another piece of territory that we're going to expand. With thanks to our vassals, they fought a holy war against the Zoroastrians of Kamarupa, which they've been here for a long time, but now, thanks to Sultanate from Bengal, they've expanded their territory up into this region, Dejor, part of Kamarupa, which is, the last kingdom that is independent, that belongs to, the whole of the Indian subcontinent. Since I am the Samrat of three empires, but you might as well say that I am the Samrat of India, but not by name. One would think I'm just a man who claims to be the Samrat Chakravartin, but we're not quite there yet, because to be the Samrat Chakravartin, you would have to completely control the Indian subcontinent is really what they're referring to. That's just the one thing that's close to accomplishing, as I said, what we're dealing with that makes this whole thing becoming a working reality, which I've said it for about nearly 100 years. Now in Dimapur, which belongs to Dejor, part of Yarlung, but Yarlung, Dejor is actually up there. Dicky? Never heard of that name before. Anyways, you see this here? Eastern Defense Pact? He's the only member. We can declare war against him because it's below 75% now. It says, including that your own religious group will band together by attack. So, it's low enough where we can take a risk and get this piece of land. So, I did your claim of Dimapur, which will be a quick one since they don't have much troops. How much can Bengal raise? But if since this war is so small, then just give me a few guys from the neighboring kingdoms. Bengal, Bihar, Orissa, and Gondwana. It'll be enough. It'll do. I don't need to lead troops on the front line for this. I've taken myself off on this occasion. Bihar's declared holy war for this region. This will be another big score for us. Oh, I know what this is. We know that the new century is near, but this new century will soon be characterized with the full status of women, where we can allow absolute cognatic succession laws, allows female commanders, and female rulers do not incur negative opinion modifiers. That's what we need. Female commanders. It's like, I'm sure there's plenty of women out there who are Kshatriya and has some high martial skill where they're just on par with the men. We'll see that significance in the next ruling. Slow down here. Enough silver mine at Tagador is finished after we were searching for another resource on the previous episode. Alright, who the heck are you? Karluk, and is a member of the Eagle Warriors, hence the reason why he's dressed like that. Yeah, chased them to where they Got you where you are. It's just only 2 holdings. I don't think assaulting would be a good idea, so just let it be. Emperor Taos of Shamanka. He's a Buddhist emperor. Well then, he settled in the northern half of Azerbaijan and Georgia. So this is his realm. He split off from his brethren. A small empire in the Caucasus, which he actually managed, Most Serene Republic of Hellas. Oh, that means he owns that part too. He's in hiding right now, so it's theology focus related. I like how his regent is the blind man, who we just saw before. So, yeah, a Buddhist empire. Maybe the chosen of Ashoka, if he was ever a member of them. But no, he belongs to the Sravaka Sangha, a monastic society. But they're not the only ones. There's Armenian Buddhists that's still there this whole time. Dharma is spreading in Europe. At least the eastern parts of Europe. You're fine the way you are. Man, this amount of money. Do not forget about these. Again, we're becoming a large empire, but yet, during that last war of the Seljuks that happened on the previous episode, like if you want to be a strong empire, then you got to have a good, well, military force as well. If you want to be on par with them. You just gotta devote your money onto this sort of thing. There it is. Still being built. And I'm sure I gotta build another wonder one of these days, should I ever gain a huge amount of money again. As we take this piece of territory now. There, we took it from him. Dicky. Which kind of makes you wonder. I don't suppose there's anybody that has a claimant to Kamarupa that we can invite. No, everybody's Zoroastrian. How about that area? No, everybody's Zoroastrian. Shame, really. Because I wish we could press some other claims in other areas. That is relevant to the Indian subcontinent, but no, I think we are at that extent now. Gee, ever since these foreigners came in, that Assamese culture is nearly extinct. I don't suppose there's any Assamese characters left, is there? culture-wise. Oh yeah, I just remembered something. I'll have to look at Europe in a moment. Because I remember seeing something, you know, seeing that Avar culture there. Just reminded me of something. Yeah, there's plenty of Assyrians. Oh yeah, there's plenty of Assamese. Including an Assamese Catholic. Man, where'd your people go? Hey, you are a peasant revolt and you're muscle with Vaishya caste. Huh. You got no kshatriya? Oh, there is one. We can't really invite him here because he's part of a mercenary band. And him, a commander of Koshala. Vaishya as well. Everybody's Vaishya. Except the women. Stupid idea, but look, I will give you Dimapur. You may be of a wrong caste. Yeah, I mean, yes, we have our caste differences, but you and I are gonna get along together. Just in case. Yeah, go marry this woman. Should we ever gain the Kamarupa kingdom, I'll give it to you. We just don't want the Assamese culture to be extinct. Because all these malechas that came in, and also failed to realize that they're Buddhists, but it's fine by me. Sister died of cancer. We only gained +5. Oh, I don't know why I said plus, but about, you know, the threat level. I don't know about it. For a long while now, I've not felt the presence of the Lord in my thoughts. I'm starting to wonder if there's really any truth to the Mahabharata, or perhaps just an old book written by clever liars. Perish these blasphemous thoughts. Yes, I am zealous now, and I'd like to go on a warrior pilgrimage again. Because, well, first, get in shape, which is not a good shape. Not by any stretch of the imagination. And there's a tavern here on this great harbor, which, speaking of which, we just finished building one part of it. What to use, what to use? We already have a harbor retinue. We already have spikes in our temple. Since this is a place to make money, so just roll tolls. Anyone at CK Patches, there will be sternly encouraged to donate a small sum to the crown. Yeah, that's a trading harbor, you know? Would make sense. Oh, yes. Yeah, despite I didn't get into good shit. Shia Caliph has called a jihad against Jerusalem, against Gargamel the Lionheart. He's been around for a while. I've seen his name before. And he has defied the will of the Holy Church, and they are not pleased. Is that man? So I would say right now. Souza. Souza where? The Independent Mosque of Souza. Yeah, Souza, an ancient Souza. You've probably seen that name before. He doesn't have the money to do it, but he could, if he lives long enough. Unless I send him money. What else? Are you winning yet? Keep it up. Yeah, foreign trade posts. No, not that screen. Confucian teachings that led me to doubt mysticism and superstition. Now I decided to put these ideas into practice. No more nonsense. Now I become cynical, the exact opposite of zealous. Envoys from Wali Muzahidin of Kazaria has presented me with significant bribe and helping this. Use my influence to spare his trade post at Dana. That fool will lose both his money and his trade post. They call you the good, so keep up with the good work. Here's more of that. Yeah, help spread the word of Shiva to the masses. Oh, by the way, since he's a tribal Hindu, so his caste is not identified, and he has not created a religious branch. But, the next chieftain and heir is already Kshatriya identified. It's another thing that's to be noted when there's tribal Hindus. A combination of Buddhist uprising and peasant revolt. By the way, that peasant revolt, leader of the uprising. Leader of peasant revolt, Zoroastrian. They're not gonna go along together. Oh my god, this boy is not only an imbecile, but he also has cancer. That's unfortunate. Siege leader. Yeah, why can't we have you to court? Doesn't say we can. Which in fact you actually live right here. Yeah, screw it. I'll say, why is that independent? She just became the marshal. Okay? We're at peace anyhow. Just want to know about local resources. Yeah, we have 4 of these, but only 2 remain vacant. Oh, and you're supposed to be going on a war pilgrimage. What the hell are you waiting for? And get into shape once... too late. Good on you, son. You're going to the academy for this. Well, for her, she won't, because, you know, patrol. I'm not gonna break it because, you know, the bloodline, and we want it. And it's a cousin marriage, too, to get that bloodline. They freed themselves. Boy, if I'd make her patient, which she'll get it, but she might become either greedy or paranoid. But she's already craven, which isn't good for anybody. But I would say, just be patient. Well, I will lose my patience for that. Oh, let's see. At least she's not stressed. Temperate or just? She's just, so therefore she gets +2 stewardship, +1 money. Hold on, what? Oh, it's near. Hey, you know what else you should use that money? Build hospital structures. Some good use with that huge amount of money. So that diseases can stop coming to the whole of Tamilakam in the future. %53 epidemic resistance. The day is coming to an end, and see there's an inn not far. Upon entering, I see it's not forgotten about it. Most civilized peasants and ruffians. While freeing myself away to the owner, a loudmouth fellow starts making fun of my noble and colored outfit. That's it. Bar fight. And it looks like I made it out of it. I don't believe I'm doing a bar fight while I'm doing theology. Bahar can create that. Gained another piece of territory that belongs to Kamarupa. Everything's going well. She's gone. Put you in. Hypothetical. Yeah, this is why we can't really fight against it despite that one time. It's because Seljuk Empire and a few others are involved in that defensive pact against me. So you have to wait below 50%. Yeah. No way, man. Road tolls are finished, so nothing much for that harbor anymore. Nothing to build for that harbor anymore. We've done our job. I could figure out what other places I could build. In which I still would love to build a university in Gaia. Just like the Nalanda, you know, the old ancient university monastery place. Which we can, because the tolerance and legalism level is up enough in that region. So we will build a grand university. It's going to take a very long time, but it'll be worth it. And not to mention it's going to take a good portion of that money. So screw it. We're just going to recreate the university just like with Nalanda. I've always wanted that. But it's going to take a very long time. Now that Bahar is a safe region. And you know about these constant raiders. You're splitting the retinue up. You are going to protect my new investment. I'm already stressed as it is, so I'll just pick the other option. And I'm no longer stressed, so hopefully I can fight better. Oh boy. A strong man here. Duel to the death. Swing it. I've been hit. Oh boy, he bruised my good leg. I'll get at him. Just pick a body part and work on it. Son of a... I've been hit again. Got me in the torso. Ah, wounded him. Smashed his nuts, that's what happened to him. As I said, pick a body part and work on it. Cracked ribs. Just keep aiming for the torso. He's badly bruised now. This may kill him. Nope. Go down, will ya? Broke his leg and pierced his foot. So it's either the leg or the torso. So really ruining his lower half of his whole body. Here it is. Try again. He's mangled and he's severely injured. One more hit should do it. Okay, got his leg. Oh, and now he lost his nuts. He lost his leg and lost his balls, but yet the man does not want to give up. I mean, who says about giving up? It's duel to the death. There's no surrender in this. Duel to the death's come to an abrupt end. As my foe died at the end of my blade, I resumed the journey after a short rest. Ah, stubborn man. Wounded, mangled, severely injured, lost a leg, lost his nuts. Then again, he was born strong. I'll give him credit for that. Whereas he only hit me twice. Of course. I think they're gonna put down that uprising. What's going on? Bhutan. That part. Bhutan. And what's the other? Border dispute in Jakapur. Jakapur. That area. By who? Oh, Lachavi. Doesn't concern us. As long as they're driven out of the region, we'll try to get Kamarupa proper. It's getting close to the middle of the night, and prepare to sleep under the stars if it wasn't for this old half-rotten shack I just found. Yet somehow it feels strange. I no longer hear any nocturnal racket of the wildlife, and the moon is now hidden behind a heavy veil of clouds. What is this place? Try to salvage something before leaving. Which I got some money for that. Hey, guys. All that sinfulness gotcha. So now I'm the Radiant leader. Ready to lead a front line again. When you wish to. There, now the second half of the retinue is at Gaia, which it will remain there just to protect the university. But remember, we can't expand anymore. We just gotta wait for the threat level to go down. Go down a lot. Oh, now they got the Buddhists. It's just the soldier is the difference maker. Remember, after Kamarupa, get this part. It is part of Kamarupa, but, you know. Arya Pillai has finished her education. Could have been better, but it's the best you could do. Well, you two will be married. Since it's matrilineal, she only has 3 bloodlines and he has 4. One of which is the one that we're trying to get. So she will not be going to the academy. And since she's all grown up now, I'm thinking... I was about to say... I can't send her that, can I? I mean, this would break patrols unless... Well, just wait a moment until it complies. Yes? No? Maybe? I don't know, tell me something. Because I do not want to break up that marriage. Just wait until February 1st and see if anything changes. If not, I guess I'll have to do that. Simply for her sake. Yes, no, maybe? I know I can't send you to the academy because you're not my child. So fine. I guess you'll be in touch. I was about to say, I guess we have to go get that now. That little city of theirs that's somehow independent. Hold here, so that they don't spawn their troops that way. You just go this way. And once the city is gained, give it to him. It's just a holding, not a county. Bear that in mind. Do it. Yeah, that was a bad idea, but it worked. There. City is yours. You know, you shouldn't be running a city. Well, he's Vaishya, but, still wrong holding type for you, my friend. I'm glad you got a child out of that. But sickly. Just remembered something. Oh, they're not there anymore. Because before I hit record on the previous episode, there were Avar Jewish in Bosnia. Yes, Avar Jews in Bosnia. Highly irregular. And yes, Assyria still exists. Can't you believe that? That disease remains localized. You know, I've been thinking, based on seeing those traits, one would think is like, hey, I'm not doing much, right, for the Holy Order. I mean, we're at a period of peace, and we're not fighting any big holy wars like we did with the Seljuks, because I don't think they'll bother us ever again. But, Kinslayer Jones, that I thought during this period of peace, and we have 2 young children here, and whereas I'm still relatively in my good years, I'm thinking, should I leave a holy order and do just like with the previous rulers of the past, where they go on to become ascetics and retire? But one would be concerned is like, well, what about all the artifacts, all the books and such? Oh, I will only give away the good books, you know, the ones that are written down by rulers, not, you know, the books that you can easily get by university. Oh. Slowly but surely he's getting Rajputana. Keep the trade routes running. And by golly, he got it. justice better than temperate. So I mean, he's trying to get all of Rajputana. And once he accomplishes that, then I'm going to have to demand Galwalkine. Same goes for Delhi and Kashmir. Sure, why not? There's no such thing as heretics in this world, this part of the world. Secret Buddhist Society still exists. Again, contemplating possible retirement. Because you could say, yeah, I've done it all here, but, oh, god dang it. Did someone seduce you? I don't know how you got lower Sparks, but you don't have any friends. Nobody's touched you. How did that happen? Whatever it is, can't be good. Good lord, all these levies. Who dares ask for independence? What's your problem? Imperial administration in Rajasthan. Now that Conte is such a caring sister, always ready to lighten up the mood during a somber family dinner or play with children, or disagree from time to time, I cannot deny her accomplishments as a sister. What on earth is going on in there? Just a day-joy war? People have gone mad. That is way long overdue when I requested training decades ago. That's what happens when you have a lack of membership. Said my martial hunter then. A lack of membership in this holy order. And I was also contemplating on leaving, oh dear, to go, join the Hindu monastic society, become a pandit, and then retire as an ascetic, so that my young children can rule. I would most definitely love for my daughter to be the next ruler rather than him. Reasons for that are just, well, they're reasons. It's bloodline. But, I'm gonna be honest, since that threat level's going down so fast that I figured that, oh yeah, you hate me so dang much, I'm gonna have to burn you. That's for once. Didn't get rid of my cynicism. that huge amount of money, we should go build hospital structures more. And meanwhile, want to be an effective empire, gotta best reinforcement rate, large levies, and so on and so forth. So we'll skip a bit more of the time now, since I got nothing much. Until we wait for that threat level to go down to 50, and then we'll expand further up on Kamarupa. As well as quelling possible fears of independence. You're still alive? Otherwise I would get a notification for that. Sorry about that, it's just, I have a tendency to bark like a dog whenever I get chills, shivers, whatnot. Now the Sunni has called for a jihad against the Kingdom of Egypt. What Kingdom of Egypt? No, not that. Which one of you is Egypt? Sicily! Sicily is Africa, and so basically a jihad for Alexandria. Oh. Screaming arrows. I received a report on the outcome of the military experience and my marshals asked me to sponsor. Apparently a new kind of self-propelled arrow was tried out based on the Far Eastern models. Lit by fire, these arrows would scream and fly away, leaving a trail of smoke, then explode on impact, killing several of the livestock used as practice targets. Unfortunately, on the second trial, several of these missiles misfired, one striking the engineer dead and another nearly killing the marshal. Whoa. Oh no. Well, it's a tributary, but at least it's not submission. Otherwise, well, then I guess we're gonna have a hard time fighting against China for that. No, it's tribute. It's alright. They're just putting Kamarupa out of its misery. The assassins spread to Syria. The Hashashin, the elusive order of assassins, have expanded their influence into Syria. A branch of their sect has established itself in the mountain fortress of Masyaf, where they control the surrounding countryside. All across the Holy Land, the assassins are now hunting those that they see as obstacles to their obscure plans. Perhaps these assassins should be taken seriously. Again, they don't concern me because they care more about the Holy Land that they call over there more than here in India. My daughter is a renowned physician. Yeah, good to know. Hopefully she finds a cure for lover's pox. She's also an Aristotelian and a Confucian. So now you two gotta have children together. Her only friend is the wisdom. Well, her only rival is the steward of the economy. Luckily he has no money, so he can't put a bounty on her head. So in other words, ha, she finished her education before you. Oh, there he is. Um, he has concentrated on philosophy and theology. He'll make a fine educator or cleric. So he's become the Doctor of Philosophy. Impressive. Most impressive. Hmm. But to hurry up and die already, will you? I could put a bounty on him so someone can take him out. And one thing for certain is, we'll fight a holy war against them in the future. As the threat level continues to go down further and further. As I said, I'm not ready to leave the Holy Order and go become an ascetic in the future. It's just, I got one more war left in me. Now it's very stupid. Wow, my mother lived up to 79. Well, she was a Dagobah Jane, so she lived a healthier lifestyle. Not to mention brawny. And probably had good treatments to keep her alive that long. You took Bengal? Or at least a part of it. Yeah, just gone. Of course, he always has problems with me. One day, when India's unified on this new century that we're on, then nobody can dislike me again about, hey, I want that part of the empire that I wish to. No, that would break up the country. Oh, the cancerous imbecile. 2 peasant revolts. There and there. Deal with them. In fact, put me over there. I want to go deal with these guys myself. I don't know what you mean by infidels. They're Buddhists. I guess they say that. Oh, son of a... And we got him too. Confucian done nothing for me. 4,000 bench spawn troops. Oh, wait a minute. The Chinese tributary. You get to have their troops. Right. I remember seeing something like that. Good lord, we have so much money. We're going to spend more on hospital structures next. Yep, they took a piece of Kamarupa. Azam's conquest. Oh dear. You don't want to have a Muslim defensive pact. That means, you know, the Seljuks. They'll be right up on our... But a Buddhist uprising just got an upgrade. Unless that's the second attempt. The University of Bologna. In recent years, the necessity for an educated clergy has brought to the creation of a larger, more organized schools. One of such schools in Bologna has achieved a particular prominence, and students from across Italy are flocking to take advantage of its teachings. If only I had the time, or lack thereof. Good lord. They got more of their advanced spawn troops. They must have won on a recent invasion. That's the reason why it's a stronger case to build a stronger empire for us. That's because I still fear them. I'm not scared of China. Zoroastrian Kingdom of Calm. Yipe. Okay. Need more cavalry these days. And heavy infantry as well. If they took care of the uprising. It's low enough. So what are they up to now? Oh, that's Azam. He's got a lot of troops, but China's protecting him. At least, hopefully. Wait a minute, that's not against Kamarupa itself, it's against the Western Protectorate. I didn't realize that. As in, that part? Huh. What? That's just something. Well, I guess this is our chance now. Again, we want this part, because that takes a big chunk out of them. And not to mention a little bit of that, which will get them as well. Make 2 simultaneous holy wars. Which I said before, I got 1 more holy war left in me before I may consider retirement to go become an ascetic and let the young ones rule. Especially Ariapala, which if she gets children from her cousin, but she's proving her bravery. Despite the fact that she's a renowned physician and not a warrior. Unless her philosophy that she just changed says so. Whatever works for you. Well, that man is the doctor of philosophy. So, do what you gotta do. Alright, here's how we're gonna do this. As we declare war against them. Holy war for Sutea. That's one area. Which would take up all the way to Maui, the northernmost part. And then, yeah, defensive pact, which we'll have to get that some other time. So, you got these guys already, so... New rally point, I will not bring the whole army to Mugad. So we'll assemble here for Baha, Orissa, what's left of the Bengal, this large portion from Koshala, yes, they're called, and who could forget Gondwana. We don't need that many forces there, as most of that is powered by the retinue. Yeah, I will lead my men to battle for this. Gotta get more money by any means. But he skillfully used diplomacy and put me back. Yeah, you. Come on, hurry up. And once this whole thing is over, then spend our money. Glad you're still around. Your unproven nephew. The bastard nephew of ours. And they call him the Young. It's an equivalent of saying the Kid. Look at that. Nearly 9,000 strong. We don't need the whole of India to rain down on them. We got what we need. Kamaj is still with us. There's only 2 holdings here, 3 holdings there, 2 holdings there. Oh, my depressed, cancerous, imbecile nephew. Feel sorry for you. I have a tendency to forget. Always guard my stuff. All times. At least we got a stage master with us. Nowhere near being done. Crusade for Egypt against the Emir of Cairo? What a waste. I mean, I know they have Jerusalem, but what else could they do? The Wei Empire lost a war? Now there's a separate kingdom of Kamarupa. Well then, I'll be damned. Guess we don't have to fight against China after all. It's these guys we're going to have to deal with in the future. As long as there's not a member of a defensive pact against us. And this interests me. Obviously not. My goodness. Titan security. $66. Yep, I already put a defense pack against me, but it's just him and only him. Oh my goodness. What the hell's the matter with you? You envious person. Here, have some money and have some alcohol to calm down, will you? What did I ever do to you? Always the Kalinga. Differences in philosophy and the fact that it's stubborn. I'm giving you both titles this time. Matter of fact, everybody gets free money since I have so much. See, I'm charitable. There's no need for that. The last thing I would ever want is a revolt of any kind. Especially with retinues being that separated. So just drop out or else. Alright, let's just have a private conversation. Let's just talk, okay? Alright. Why on earth would I want us to do something? But then again, he's a homosexual, so he'll likely fall for it. I don't know if that's a good idea, but... Well, I'll try to seduce him. Alright, oh, him being homosexual, and I'm not, it's like, hey, I'm taking advantage of it. So I found myself fascinated by his jaded views on romance. As we part, my heart is singing with his name, and I cannot wait to see him again. I must learn everything about him. Life is good. I fall in love with him, even though this is just... Look, it's like, look, we're in love right now, just please do not start an independence war. It's the most silliest thing I've ever done in this series. Especially at such a pivotal moment for the Empire. They're dropping out. Good. If only my wife could see me now. Can't believe it's like it's either that, and we realize it's like, oh, I can't make him happy through that. And it's like, hey, you're homosexual, how about we snooze it? And boom, it worked! He fell for it! It's the damnedest thing I've ever damned, and I've damned a lot of things. But there's still danger. Despite the fact that... Oh good, he dropped out. I crave solitude, I no longer seek the company of others. But I won't become a hermit. I might one day, because I said I contemplated on retirement. Where did he go? Oh, theology. He's doing one of those little seclusion things. Aha. It's ours. And that doesn't belong to you. Kamarupa is yours. Oh, and give me that too. Give it. If you want this land back, fight for it. It's all yours now. And we could start a de jure claim war. At least we don't have to start a holy war, otherwise these Seljuks are just going to be up in our alley. Because they're ready for it anytime. He was born earlier this year. Well then. Remember, Seljuk. Western Protectorate's concerned about that. About the move that I may make. So, I was thinking about starting that war, but it looks like that won't happen. What about these guys? Ah, okay. I guess we can do this one. Yeah, we can get the whole duchy. Yeah, de jure claim the whole area. So all that'll be left is just 2 counties. My goodness, it's probably going to happen in either in my lifetime, which I was contemplating on retirement, but it looks like I may or may not change my mind about retirement. Well then, as long as everybody falls in line, it's good with everything else. So give me the troops again. Yeah, we made a big gain and we're about to get another. At least in the future for that area, no need for a holy war. We can use the de jure claim just to prevent other Sunni entities from intervening, which would further complicate things. They got Egypt. Bastards. The Maharani from, Gujarat. The wife of my lover is shocked me asking my face if we're having an affair. Like, man, I did it because it... Look, he was drunk one night, okay? I'll just flatly deny. Look, we fell in love, it was because it was a political move. It was a political move to keep the empire together. Here's our best chance, though. For now, we have an even better one to replace him. There's not very much holding. So what's this? Oh, part of Gujarat. Should ponder this more deeply. Then again, they call me the Enlightened. Highly doubt I might become Samrat Chakravartin in time at my very old age. But at least we're getting something. All you gotta do is just assault and assault. Therefore, the land is ours. %. No more war. Stage your part of Kamarupa. You'll get these lines. There you go. You could say, any move that I make would be suicide by now. Head back to Gaia. Any move I make would be suicide as everybody's against me. Now, it's up to the vassals to get that region, which, whenever you get more, then, even though it's all going to take a while, since it's recently conquered, you can get that. And in the far future, we'll get this. Basically, 2 counties left, and the Indian subcontinent is mine. Hunt a dangerous cult member. Oh-ho. Highly suspicious and a known demon worshipper. You're going down. Show no mercy. I'm a much better fighter than he is. Then again, I'm a one-legged man, and I am going to win this ass-kicking contest. He's wounded, so... go for the arms. Take a body part and work on it. Death to the wicked. Still expanding. As they ever. And I'm sure they'll threaten the Buddhist friends there. If I was Buddhist, I would definitely help them by tagging them on their back door. There's no time for that because I've already made my commitments as a Hindu. What you can do is to get rid of these hosts unless the vassals get to them first. And why did you haven't had children yet? Is the virus pox really that bad? Again, to be a Samurai Chakravartin, you gotta have a 500 gold and 1,000 prestige. Fairly enough. Who the heck are you? Oh, you've been here for a while. I'm gonna regret this. Oh, we're gonna assist him. Good. Oh god, the secret giant society is back. As I said before, whenever you get troops, I pray you better go get that. Botan. Them. They ain't gonna last long. Keep it going, huh? I'm sure somebody's gonna create gunpowder. Probably you. Woke up this morning and realized I lost my feelings for my lover. Such is life. Should tell him. Again, it was a political move to prevent an independence war, which, thank goodness, it did not happen. Thank Shiva for that. That fat hunchback headmaster. Yeah, I'll come. I got nothing better to do. Oh, and also I got all this money. Right, the hospital. And the others. So yeah, I guess it's probably going to happen in the next episode or in 2 episodes where we're going to fight for those 2 counties unless somebody else beat me to the punch. And I would have to fight another brutal war to get that. And then the era of the Samurai Chakravartin begins. got that. Also, you should get married, son. Too bad that you're not gonna get that bloodline because my daughter isn't hanging out with that man. So I guess you better find somebody for you. If anybody's willing. Unless there's people of that bloodline. Like anybody else who is a descendant is a Buddhist. Nope, he's the only one, unfortunately. He's the only one. God dang it, man. But at least he's a good listener. Oh, anyways, that's for you. Let's see. Starting from 12. Somebody with good education rather than good traits or looks or whatnot. Didn't know the Pauls are still around. I don't know about this, but try her. I noticed she's an organizer. It's like, hey, women are allowed to be in the army now, so. Daughter-in-law, you will be first female commander. This is already. Oh, here we already have. Okay. About that again, she's much better skilled. First female commander officially. She's a Rajput Jain. Despite her homosexuality, I'm sure you two will get along. The Kingdom of Nepal formed, or Niboa, which is a Chinese name of that area. Alright. 58 years old and you're still going strong. Well, at least it's what they say anyhow. Orthodox Christian? Why? I can't kill him. Nor I could put a bounty on him. And he's consulted an exorcist. Alrighty. Made another friend. Maybe that's how they became friends. My daughter and him. Again, I would love to get him, but I fear that if I do that, then nothing else follows. I can stay here for now because I'm a very pious man. Just be fortunate that I'm a very pious man these days. In which I'm 47 years old now. I had contemplated retirement, but I changed my mind because, well, all I could say is, come on, Kamarupa. Get that county for us. And then, sooner or later in the future, we'll deal with him. And the entire subcontinent is united under my watch. Because it would be excellent. But we can't do that right now because the threat level is so high that I fear if I declare another war, with the Defense Pack on, I might pass away. But we're gonna have to find out in the future because that'll be the end of this episode as we'll stop on March 1st or so. We'll stop right here as we take a look. It's like, yep, it's really looking like the Empire of Greater India, but 2 counties remain. And the real question is Periyapalai the one? Or is it Parantaka is going to be the one to be the first to be proclaiming themselves as the Samrat Chakravartin, in which will launch a new era in the Indian subcontinent, where the era of the Samrat Chakravartin, which they are the universal ruler, which they would have to rule ethically and benevolently across this part of the world, as well as dealing with other threats, whether if it's from China or Persia or any other. But because we don't know if it'll happen in the next episode, or in 2 episodes, or somewhere down the line on the early 1100s, that the era of the Samrat Chakravartin will begin. But we'll have to find out now, will we? Till then, so long for now.